crazy mother.
Well, it's good to talk FC Premier League Match Day 1 preview. So it's back then. Premier League is back and I cannot wait. I'm absolutely buzzing. Ain't been too long to be fair. We had the Euros this year, but there's nothing like the Premier League. Getting up on your Saturday mornings, heading down the calf, getting your food, heading down, putting your rackies on, and then coming down for your early morning 12:45 kick-off. Then you got your Saturday night football, match of the day, Super Sunday, Monday night football. I just can't wait, mate. Dan, we're back in business.
All come out when the speaker fell over. Yeah, back in business. Everybody's raring to go. We'll start off with the early fixture of Hull City, newly promoted from the Championship, versus the reigning champions, Leicester City. Recently played last weekend in the Community Shield. Should be a good game. Hull will be obviously absolute buzzing. The fans obviously be in numbers there at the KC Stadium. Hopefully by then Hull would have had their new manager put in, but by the looks of things it could be Mike Phelan in charge for the opening day fixture. And obviously same old for Leicester with Ranieri in charge. Hull City be looking to get one over the reigning champions of the Premiership. Last time they was in the Prem, only getting a point from Leicester with a 0-0 draw. So Hull obviously will be looking to push on and cement themselves in the Premiership. Have some half decent players in there, like Tom Huddleston. Abel Hernandez will be looking to add more goals to his game in the Premiership this time around as well. Struggled last time out, done really well in the Championship. And with Leicester will be looking to get 3 points from the word go as well. Obviously half decent performance in the Community Shield. Vardy looked red hot form. Whether Mahrez will be there is questionable as well. What do you reckon, Mason?
Yeah, I mean obviously it's Hull's first game back in the Premier League, so they're going to be absolute buzzing, up for it at home as well. So you're always going to have the crowd behind you. Obviously Leicester want to bounce back from that defeat in the Community Shield last week. So it should be a good game. I do think Leicester will win it, to be fair. So we're going to kick off predictions then. I'm going to go over 2-0 Leicester win. What about yourself, Dan?
Yeah, I'm going to go same way as you, but not the same score. I'm going to go 3-1 Leicester. Vardy first goal scorer as well.
Alright then, Dan. Both agreeing on the first fixture. That's a rarity, mate. So there we go then, 2-0 and 3-1 to Leicester, both thinking an away win. On that then to Burnley v Swansea. Once again, Burnley, newly promoted team, going to be well up for it. Once again, they're the home team, so the crowd will be right behind them. And Swansea, it's on Fernando Llorente. AU may be on the way out, so he's going to replace him. Don't know if that's going to go through, but reports have suggested that West Ham have had a 20 mil bid accepted. So we'll find out later on this week if that has gone through. But you've got Fernando Llorente up front. Not got a bad squad at all, as we touched on before in our previews. Montero, Jack Court, Neil Taylor, Ashley Williams. Obviously, there's talk about him maybe leaving as well. But you've got a good squad, so it should be a good little game. I'm going to go over 1-1 score draw. What about you, Dan?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, really good fixture this one. Obviously, want to keep an eye out on a Saturday afternoon as well, 3 o'clock kickoff. My prediction for this one is going to be a 2-1 Swansea win.
There we go then, first disagreement. It only took the second fixture for us to disagree. So I'm going with a score draw 1-1, and Dan's going with a 2-1 Swansea win. Let's go then, Crystal Palace versus West Brom. Proper fantasy Palace on this one, I won't lie to you. I do think West Brom are going to be in big trouble this season. They ain't signed no one at the moment. Solomon Rondon weren't all that last season, and he was their top goal scorer. Mourinho looks like he's on the way out. So for me, this is Palace all day with their new signings, especially Townsend. I think he's going to do bits. Definitely reckon he's going to score. So I'm going to go over 2-0 Palace win. About you, Dan?
Yeah, obviously massive game for West Brom start of the season as well. Palace at home, so they'll be looking to their crowd, get behind them as the 12th man. I'm definitely going to go for a Palace win on this one. I'm going to go for a 1-0 Palace win.
There you go then, a 2-0 from me and a 1-0 from Dan. Everton v Spurs. What an opening fixture. I mean, this is definitely one for the neutrals. Both attacking teams, proper looking forward to this one. Obviously, Everton already got a great team. I think Delafeu is going to do bits this year. Don't know if Lukaku's on his way out. It's still yet to find out about that one. Spurs obviously got that 6-1 win against Inter Milan, which I'm sure you're all buzzing about. Was pre-season to calm himself down. But no, on a real note, I will pick out Janssen. He did look proper decent in that game, holding the ball up, even got a goal. So I think he'll do well this season. I'm going to sit on the fence for this one. I'm going to go over score draw again, 1-1. Everton at home, crowd behind them. Spurs got a good side. I think it'll end all evens. Dan?
Yeah, what a classic Premiership game. Obviously, Everton under Koeman will be looking to get 3 points under their belt at Goodison Park. and Pochettino will be looking to push forward from last season's antics as well. So Harry Kane firing all cylinders in pre-season, and as we've just touched on, Vincent Janssen addition in the summer from AZ Alkmaar. Both will be looking to get their goal tally up underway as well. I'm going to go for a 3-2 Everton win with this one. Everton should have the home back in and normally do well. So yeah, 3-2 Everton, and I'm going to go for Gerard Deulofeu at any time.
There you go then, you heard it here first. I'm going for a score draw 1-1, and Dan's going for a goals classic with a 3-2 Deulofeu anytime. Next game is Middlesbrough v Stoke. Once again, newly promoted team. Got the home fixture, crowd's going to be right behind them. As I said for the other two, Burnley and Hull City, all three of them got home fixtures for the start of their Premiership season. Couldn't have wished for anything better there. And obviously with Borough's signings, Victor Valdez as your new goalkeeper, surely will steady things at the back there. And who can forget about Negredo up front? If anyone's going to score goals, I think that fella's going to do wonders for you. Definitely reckon he will bang a goal in against Stoke. On Stoke, really, I don't really know. They haven't really signed too many players. They're a solid side, as we all know. But when they're away from home, I don't usually fancy them. When they're at home, I fancy them every day of the week. But away from home, I'm not too sure. On this one, I'm going to go for a Borough 2-0 win. Just reckon the crowd are going to get behind them. Borough are going to be well up for it. 2-0 win from me.
Yeah, and I'm going to jump in there with my prediction straight away with a 1-1 draw. Stoke, a steady Premiership team now. Ain't no falls away from home. They have had some shabby results away from home. Did finish the season well with beating West Ham at the Britannia. I can see Mark Hughes putting a decent side out. I can see Arnautovic scoring for Stoke as well. Should be a banging game at the Riverside Stadium. So on to the next game, which will be Southampton versus Watford. Cracking fixture this will be as well. Watford's second season in the Premiership as well. Southampton, really established team in the Prem. Southampton be looking to push on again, yet another season in the top 8 for Southampton. Europa League football as well. Can see nothing more of a 1-1 draw, funny enough, on this fixture. Southampton have done alright in pre-season. I've not been following Watford, but Watford, one of them tricky teams at the start of season last year, seem to be picking up a few results. I can see a 1-1 draw at St Mary's.
I'm going to go over 2-1 Southampton win, Dan. Just fancy them. When they were at home, they seem to do really well. And as you said, they're a solid team. They got Europa League last season, looking to push on again this season. I really fancy them on this one. Watford, though, don't get me wrong. We all know you're a dangerous team with Deeney, Igalo. Just signed Isaac Success as well from Granada. Great player. Be good to see if he starts. Just fancy Southampton on this one. I'm going for 2-1 Southampton.
Man City versus Sunderland at the Etihad. Man City coming into this fixture on the back of a 3-2 defeat to Arsenal. 3-2 defeat to Arsenal. Pep, I'm not too sure if he knows his strongest 11 yet, but Aguero looked very sharp, getting a goal in that fixture again against the Gunners. City's home form last season and the seasons before have been really strong. Do leak goals though. What I can say on this fixture is I can see goals flying in as well. Sunderland's end of season form from last season was half decent, so David Moyes be looking to get at least a minimal point, but on this fixture I'm definitely going to go for a 3-1 Man City win.
David Moyes back in the Prem then. I think it's going to continue like his Manchester United career. I think it's going to all go wrong for him, to be honest. I do like him. When he was at Everton I did like him, but I just feel he's got this little omen now over him, and I think this is going to continue, and especially having Man City away on the first game of the season with Pep Guardiola in charge, all their new signings. I think Man City are going to run absolute riot. So I'm going to go with a 3-0 win for Man City. Moving on to Sunday's fixtures then, kicking things off with Bournemouth versus Man United. Obviously Bournemouth fans signing Jordan Ibe, as I said in the preview before, great player, I look forward to seeing him play. I think he's going to do absolute wonders for yourselves this season. Obviously losing Matt Ritchie, a bit of a strange one, had a really good season, then went back down to the Championships, play with Newcastle, must have been a money thing, bit of a shame because he was a good player for you. On to Man United, obviously on the back of that Community Shield win over Leicester, winning 2-1. All the boys are going to be buzzing, well up for the game, especially with all their new signings, maybe Pogba coming in as well. Mourinho seems to have shored things up there. So on this one, I'm going to go over 2-0 Man United win, as I think they're just going to be a bit too much for Bournemouth.
Yeah, I mean, I'd like to add on to that. Obviously, great fixture again. 2 good games last season as well. Bournemouth run Man United quite close as well. Bournemouth at home will be looking to push forward this season as well under Eddie Howe. Eddie Howe, great manager as well. I mean, we've touched on Jordan Ibe and Matt Ritchie ins and outs at Bournemouth. Bournemouth at home down at South Coast should be a cracking fixture. Definitely one for the match of the day later on Saturday or Sunday morning. And obviously United getting that win at Wembley last weekend. Boost of confidence there for you. United fans, Not too sure if it's a settled side yet, but it definitely looks a lot better than Louis van Gaal's tactics and David Moyes' tactics as well. So Mourinho's definitely got his wand out, working a little bit of magic so far as well. In regards to my predictions this weekend for Bournemouth versus Man United, going to go similar to Mason here. I'm going to go 4-0 Man United. Yeah, I did say that, 4-0 Man United. I can't see nothing coming from Bournemouth. Not added real quality up top either. Man United look quite solid against a strong Leicester team. So yeah, 4-0 Man United.
On to the preview that I've been waiting for then. Arsenal v Liverpool. Buzzing for the boys. Start of the season again. Can we do it this season? Well, we definitely looked sharp against Man City the other day. I know it's pre-season. We had a full team out. They had a full team out. And we looked pretty decent. And that was without Ozil, Koscielny and Giroud. Still yet to add that quality striker. Obviously with Gabriel getting injured, surely Wenger must go in now and get a centre-back. Big talks of Mustafi coming in. So hopefully that goes through now because of that. I don't know why it takes Gabriel to get injured for him to go and get one, but if that's the case, maybe it's like a godsend for him to go and get one now. On to Liverpool. Obviously, I saw the game against Barcelona, and to be fair to them, once again, I know it's pre-season, so everyone overhyped, but they did look pretty good. And once again, Barcelona had a strong team out. They had Messi, Suarez, all the big names playing, and they still run riot, especially Sadio Mane, who I'm proper worried about the weekend because he done absolute bits against them. But for me, you've got to stick with the Gunners. Home win, 2-1 win to the Arsenal. Come on, you Gunners.
Yeah, what a cracking fixture to obviously have on a Sunday afternoon as well at the Emirates. Arsene Wenger be looking to get points in the bag straight away. First home fixture of the season, be looking to crack on as well. The only worry for me would be obviously the centre-backs, obviously only having the young defenders, Rob Holding and Callum Chambers. Before the fixture kicks off, Arsene's definitely got to go out and get a centre-back, maybe two. As obviously I can see them leaking a goal in this game as well, the way Liverpool been playing against Barcelona at Wembley with that 4-0 win. My predictions for this fixture, Arsenal 2, Liverpool 2.
There we go then, I'm going with that 2-1 Gooner win. He's going with a score draw sitting on the fence 2-2. On that to your boys, West Ham. Chelsea v West Ham, Monday Night Football. What do you reckon, Dan?
Yeah, there's some banging fixtures for Saturday, Sunday, Monday. So yeah, a couple of good games to look out for. Conte be looking to get 3 points at the bridge, but I can't really see it. Any West Ham fans went to the Juve game. He played really well, went 2-0 down, pulled it back to 2-0, and then that crazy little dancey bloke Zaza scored right at the end as well. So
he didn't wait to go to pens, mate. That's
yeah,
right.
I was waiting for it to go to pens. Just West Ham be looking to recreate their away form from last season, going to the Emirates and winning at the Etihad, winning at Anfield as well. So yeah, I mean, I can't see no reason why we can't go there. Chelsea be looking to dominate the game as well with the likes of Hazard, Fabregas in that team. We'll be looking to get the ball round, get the ball to Willian and that big meathead up front, Diego Costa, if he's playing. But yeah, hopefully Bilic will see the signs of what Chelsea done previous years and what Conte's done for the Italian team in the Euros just gone. My prediction on this one, I'm going to go for a 2-1 West Ham win.
Yeah, big game for both teams. Big game for Chelsea. They want to bounce back from that disastrous season they had. Obviously a big game as well for the Hammers. They want to kick on from last season. But with Conte coming in, the way he shored up the Italians, the way he's going to shore up Chelsea and the signings they've made, their whole squad's looking pretty decent. Definitely having that strength in depth with that team. West Ham yet to sign a big marquee striker. That's what they really need. Obviously, Carroll banged in those 2 goals against Juve today. But you do feel that West Ham need a striker. In the same sort of boat as Arsenal, to be fair. You just feel they've got a great squad, but they just need that striker just so that they can push on. Especially with their Europa League season. They've got a lot of games to play. So I feel they need that strength in depth like what Chelsea have. But for this one, I'm going to go with a 1-0 Chelsea win. I think it's going to be a tight game. I think Chelsea are just going to nick it and take the 3 points away from the Hammers. So there it is, 1-0 from me and a 2-1 Hammers win for Dan. And that's it. That's our Premier League Matchday 1 preview complete. Got all the games there, all the previews, all our predictions. Like I said before, make sure you listen to me before you go down the betting shop. Obviously, I got the first one right. I'm going to get all these right as well, Super 6 style. Also, we've got that scoreboard between myself and Dan. At the moment, I'm 1-0 up. It's going to work like this, a bit like Super 6. You get a point for every result you get right, and an extra point for every scoreline you get right. And then overall, whoever got the most points, they will then get a point on that scoreboard. And like we said, there'll be a forfeit at the end of the season. That still hasn't been decided. If you do have any ideas, post your comments underneath. But apart from that, once again, just a thanks for all the views, likes, shares, subscribers. Big thank you. Honestly, it's really helping us out. We enjoy doing it. As always, have a good week from both of us here at Geezer Talk FC.